Hey Health Heroes, welcome back to Adamimmune, the channel about helping you improve your autoimmune health naturally. And today I want to answer a question that I got from Instagram. By the way, if you want to ask me a question directly or you want to reach out for a consultation, usually the easiest way to do that is just DM me on Instagram. I'm always there answering questions and things, but if you want to reach out for a personal call, I can do that. Do autoimmune people get flare-ups having over 50 grams of carbs? I'm 100 plus days into elimination phase of AIP. Why? Because I'm afraid of doing reintros wrong. Any help appreciated? Well, let me just say, there's no need to rush reintros. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, just go back into reintros, add stuff in as soon as you can. Don't do that. That's just bad advice for most people. Basically, you want to wait until you are in remission. All your symptoms are gone before you start reintroductions. I see so many people do that, rush into reintros and just fail. I did the same thing multiple times. As far as carbs go, not everyone is going to react to over 50 grams. Basically 50 grams and under is ketosis diet, and I do that as well as AIP together. I don't always do that. I have healed my metabolic issues, so now I can actually eat higher than that, and I don't recommend people always go 50 grams or less starting out, okay? In fact, I recommend people start higher, especially if they have certain medical conditions or underlying issues already. But again, that's more for consultations. Just for the general public, I would say start between maybe 70 to 100 grams, 80 maybe grams. 80 is a really great place to start, and I would recommend that for most people. You really have to ease into these kind of things. For some people, yes, ketosis is great, and for most people, but the shock of that on some people's body may be too much to handle, alright? Especially very, very sick people. Again, don't let this define you, but we have our issues, we have to accept them and deal with them. So yes, 80 grams may be a great place to start. You may have to go under that. A lot of people do react to too many carbs, but I would say more than likely, and I get this most of the time, I see people eating the wrong carbs, right? Okay, so they're eating a lot of fruits and things. Now, those things are going to be high in certain sugars. There is a lot of good carbs, okay, and some of it from fiber, if you can tolerate that. Again, a lot of people can't. It's a very personal journey, correct? But certain sugars from specific fruits, and again, it may not be a carb issue at all. It may be a carb issue, and it may be or a carb issue and you're eating foods that you're still intolerant to, right? So there are carbs in blueberries, and blueberries may seem like a very healthy food for most people, right? And I would probably agree. It's a great I was gonna say keto. It's a great paleo food for most people, but I have a personal intolerance to that. It may be the specific sugar or a yeast type on that. I don't really know, but just look out for that. Play detective. You need to keep a food journal, a symptom journal, to see if you're having any reactions. Always keep an eye out for delayed reactions, because that seems like it's so common to have those. All right, so you may have a food trigger, a reaction a day later, 2 days later, 3 days later, and it will compound each time you eat that food if you eat that food multiple times. That's why I recommend a very minimal AIP diet, a very minimal low carb AIP diet. That just to cover your bases. I did that video about how I ate 7 foods to stay in remission. I highly recommend that. Watch my AIP playlist if you want to get more detailed tips on that. But yeah, that's my best tip for that. I don't necessarily recommend keto for everyone, okay? But it could be an issue for you. I hope this was helpful to anyone out there looking to maybe add keto into their diet, or just curious if they really need to at all. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, smash that subscribe button. Reach out to me for consultations if you want some one-on-one help. That is totally great. And again, thank you to my Patreon supporters. They give monthly, and that really, really helps me out, especially right now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.